prosecution and defense have rested their cases in the Kevin Monahan trial.
Monahan taking the witness stand today, giving his version of what happened the night Kaylin Gillis was killed after a car she was in accidentally turned into Monahan's driveway in Hebron.
News 10 ABC's James De La Fuente has more details tonight from Washington County Court.
It was the pivotal moment in the trial. Kevin Monahan taking the stand in his own defense. After greeting the jury, he quipped, "This is the first time you get to see me without my mask." The attempt to lighten the mood failed as there was no reaction from the jury or the people in the quiet courtroom. Monahan's attorney, Arthur Frost, began with Monahan reliving that night. Monahan said he and his wife had settled into bed around 7 p.m. He said both were asleep within minutes. A bedroom window left open. He says he was awoken to the sound of a car and motorcycle that were driving spiritedly. He noticed headlights on his property while he sat up in bed. Then he said a motorcycle had advanced on his property. He says he told his wife, "There's people in our yard, get dressed." Then he went downstairs and he was able to catch another look from a downstairs window. He says the motorcycle was up behind his house and now 2 cars were at the end of the driveway. He tells his attorney, "I felt under siege." Then he says he turned on floodlights to make his presence known. As he heads to turn on more lights, he says he's searching for his cell phone. He cannot find it. His attorney asked him how he felt then. Monahan answers, "I'm nervous. I'm real nervous." That is when he said he then went back upstairs, told his wife to hide in a closet, and he gave her a handgun and bullets. He then went and grabbed his shotgun, loaded it, and went back downstairs. Monahan says he tried to get the attention of the intruders so that his wife would not be the target. Monahan says he fired a warning shot. He says he never wanted to shoot anybody. He says it was the second shot that went off by accident and it killed Kaylin. He claims he stumbled after tripping on a protruding nail on his deck. He said it caused him to bump into a post on his deck, causing the gun to go off. Frost asked, "Did you do it on purpose?" Monahan says, "No." Monahan asked about how he felt about her being shot and killed. "My soul is dead. There's just a hole in me. I took someone's life." His attorney asked him again if he pulled the trigger the second time, to which he replied, "No, I did not." Under cross-examination, the prosecution questioned Monahan on statements he made to law enforcement that night. When originally asked by officers that came on scene what had happened here, he said, "Nothing. I was sound asleep." The prosecution asked Monahan about that statement, to which he said, "I didn't tell the truth." The jury was sent home for the weekend as the prosecution and defense prepare their closing arguments for Monday morning. Reporting in Fort Edward, James De La Fuente, News 10, ABC.